The organized labor says Nigerian workers are opposed to any reform that seek to scrap the local government system from the constitution. The president, Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, Ayuba Waba, said this on Monday in Abuja in a statement he jointly signed with President Trade Union Congress, TUC, Kadiri Olaleye. He also urged political leaders to adopt measures to strengthen the structures and operations of local councils in the country through the guarantee of their full autonomy. He said that the struggle for judicial autonomy had remained a mirage due to the indifference of state governors. The Labour leader also said that it was regrettable that for about 2 weeks, activities in the courts have been paralyzed due to the problem of the non-implementation of judicial autonomy. He added that NLC and its affiliates would not hesitate to join the industrial action within the next 2 weeks if nothing was done. And in Ekiti State, the senator representing Ekiti North in the National Assembly, Olubunmi Adetumbi, has asked Nigerian politicians to forget political activities for the 2023 general elections and address the worsening security situation in the country. Adetumbi stated this on Monday during an interview on Channels Television Sunrise Daily, noting that without security, polls cannot hold. Speaking further, the lawmaker called on all Nigerians to collaborate to overcome the security issues facing the country. Meanwhile, as measures to tackling the security issues, President Muhammadu Buhari earlier this year replaced his 4 top military commanders in a bid to better combat the insurgency that has also displaced more than 2 million people from their homes since 2009. The federal government has approved the establishment of the National Center for the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons. The new center will be domiciled in the Office of the National Security Advisor and retired Major General A.M. Diko, who has been appointed as Pioneer Coordinator. The announcement was made in a statement signed on Monday by the head, Strategic Communication Office of the National Security Advisor, Zakaria Osman. He said the decision is part of the ongoing restructuring of Nigeria's security architecture. The statement explained that the center will serve as the national focal point on small arms and light weapons in Nigeria and lead a multi-stakeholders process involving governments, ministries, departments, agencies, and the civil society in implementing all national, UN, and ECOWAS plans of action on the control of small arms and light weapons. The center will maintain international cooperation and also operate zonal offices in the 6 geopolitical zones to ensure quick response and effective mobilization of resources. President Buhari earlier in August 2020 approved the establishment of the center. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, says Nigeria expects the return of £4.2 million seized from the associates of convicted former governor of Delta State, James Ibori, soon. The minister also said the federal government of Nigeria is working tirelessly to ensure the return of looted Nigerian assets kept outside the country's territorial boundaries. This is contained in a statement signed by Umar Gwandu, Special Assistant on Media and Public Relations, Office of the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice on Monday in Abuja. The statement noted that sometimes when a country transfers funds, it may take a little bit more time than expected due to some documentation. The National Youth Service Corps (NYSC) has officially started administering COVID-19 vaccine to corps members across the country. In an announcement on Monday, the NYSC Director General, Brigadier General Shuaibu Ibrahim, stated that the administration of the AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine is currently ongoing at the NYSC Secretariat nationwide. And during the pre-orientation briefing to the Batch A Stream 1 corps members, the NYSC had asked them to register for the COVID-19 test on its portal and to present their slips to their camp for the vaccine collection. The NYSC Director General likewise announced that the members of the staff will also have the vaccine administered to them alongside the corps members. And now talking politics, the All Progressives Congress APC has released guidelines for aspirant contesting on its platform for chairmanship, vice chairmanship and councillorship positions in July 24th local government election in the state. The party's caretaker committee chairman and secretary, Tunde Balogun and Lanre Oguyemi, respectively made this known in the guidelines jointly signed on Monday. They said it was the duty of the party to provide guidelines for its members seeking to contest election. The party officials noted that the guidelines would, without prejudice, conform with the provision of the party's constitution, the 2010 Electoral Act as amended, the Nigerian Constitution, the Lagos State Local Government Administration Law and Guidelines of Lagos State, Independent Electoral Commission, LASEC. Coming up in a moment in our business news, External Reserve lost $350 million in 2 weeks. Details in a moment.
1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 600 billion, and the last kobo. Oh yes, we follow the money. It's all about the business and the business of business, the gains and the losses, the bulls and bears, the rise and falls, the risk and the satisfaction of seeing the last kobo rise to millions. On KUFM's Business News, the simple and complex jargons of business just make sense. Get the trending news on the morning market, forecast, investment opportunities, policy changes, and other breakout information on the ever-busy world of business. KU Business News, Monday to Friday on our news dawn, 6:30 to 7 a.m.
The country's external reserves lost $350 million in 2 weeks, falling to $34.9 billion on April 29th from a high of $35.25 billion as of April the 16th. Figures obtained from the Central Bank of Nigeria on Monday revealed that the reserves, which had been fluctuating, rose from $34.85 billion as of 1st of April before returning to a downward path in the middle of the month. The CBN had recently attributed the improvement in the level of external reserves to the recent upsurge in crude oil prices on the backdrop of the renewed optimism on the successful deployment of COVID-19 vaccine across the globe. In March, the reserves had lost $178 million after dropping from $34.99 billion as of the end of March 1 to $34.82 billion as of the end of March 31st. In February, the reserves dropped by $1.1 billion, falling from $36.19 billion as of 1st of February to $35.09 billion on February the 26th. The CBN, in its January economic report, said as a consequence of the lower foreign exchange receipts, the official external reserves declined. And that's it on business. And in sports, where Minister of Sports boosts morale of athletes ahead of Tokyo Olympics. More to come on our sports bulletin this morning. And now talking sports, ahead of Tokyo 2020 Olympics, the Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Sunday Dare, on Monday visited the athletes who have been training at the Moshood National Stadium, Abuja, preparatory to their departure for the USA on Thursday to participate in relay qualifiers. He appreciated the performance of Toby Amasa, who got adopted a few weeks ago and who now has the second world best time. Grace Nkwocha and Adegoke Enoch, who got adopted by the minister under the Adopt an Athletes initiative. He added that the ministry had put in place a detailed program for the athletes where every trip, meets, timing, accommodation are being monitored. Also at the weekend, Ghana, Botswana, and South Africa secured their tickets to Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games at the World Relays held in Poland in the absence of Nigeria, which failed to make it to the tournament over refusal of entry visa by the Polish embassy. Meanwhile, the minister will today in Abuja inaugurate the caretaker committee of the 30 Sports Federation. And finally, on sport news, 6 of the continental's best women football playing nations, including South Africa, Cameroon, Mali, Morocco, and Ghana, will converge in Nigeria for the Aisha Buhari Invitational Tournament to be held in September. According to the organizers of the competition, First Lady Aisha Buhari has endorsed the championship, which is one of the programs aimed at uplifting the girl child on the continent. Already, South Africa, Ghana, Cameroon, Mali, and Morocco have signified their intention to participate in the competition, which will attract many of the biggest international football figures to Nigeria. Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, and South Africa are among the leading women football playing nations in Africa, while Morocco and Mali are some of the emerging forces in the game. And that's it on Sport News. And that's the news, but before we go, let's take a quick recap of the headlines. Governor Obaseki charges media practitioners on peace and development journalism. Federal government establishes Center for Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons. And finally, on News Dawn this morning, NYSC begins administration of COVID-19 vaccine to core members. Please do remember that the continued unity of Nigeria is a collective responsibility. Be sure to play your part. And do not forget you can listen to us anywhere in the world, either by visiting our website at www.kufm.net. Or you can download our KU mobile app from the Google Play Store. Or you can listen to us on radioguardian.com. For visual purposes, join us live on YouTube at KUFM Nigeria. KUFM News Dawn was produced by Nusahai Owadiai. I am God's Love, Orlando, saying thanks for listening and good morning.
Don't you touch that dial. Sugar, don't touch that dial.
KUFM 92.7.
92.7 KUFM.
I'll be standing by.